Today I want to show you guys the best combo that you've never heard of, and it involves a couple of towers that are pretty underused. Well, it's only one tower that is, let me just buy Etienne. It's only one tower that is mainly underused by people, is the Total Transformation, is the Millipede Alchemist, which people don't exactly like using in all these ability based towers. Like, it's not just the Total Transformation, another example might be the PMFC, and people don't exactly like using these things because they are cooldown dependent and they require timing and they're very expensive, and you need kind of a lot of towers, you need a lot of spam in order for them to work in the first place. So the strategy that we're doing today is going to be the Total Transformation, which is the main tower, then we're going to combine it with a bunch of Druids. Now, this strategy might look like, I don't know, like a strategy that a new player buys, because we're gonna have like 10 Druids on screen, but everything is very elaborate, and this thing is like a strategy of its own that actually is, when you have everything on screen, it's actually a very cool one, and that's basically the reason why you don't see it that often, is because it requires a huge setup, it requires a lot of towers, and it also requires a lot of free space, and that's why we're playing on cards and darts, because we can use these circles in the middle to place all of our towers. Okay, so let me give you guys a rundown on how this strategy works. So first off, we are gonna need the Millipede, the Total Transformation, and the point is to transform these 5 Druids. Now the thing with these 5 Druids is that there's this interaction in BT6 where buffs carry over from other towers. So for example, if you buy something like, let me just show you guys, let me buy one of these guys. I'm going to buy this thing as a Populous Druid, and let me explain what happens. When you transform these Druids, these 5 guys in the middle, when you transform them with the Total Transformation ability, the buff from the Populous Druid that they currently have, you can see it only has 1 stack, but this can go up to 5 stacks, and that buff is going to carry over when they get transformed. And that, I actually checked the numbers on this thing, the actual amount of attack speed that they're going to get is going to be 3.5 times more, and they're going to get 75% more pierce. And so you can imagine what's going to happen when we buy 5 Poplusts and how much damage all of these guys are going to do when they get transformed. So that's the basis of this strategy, but obviously this strategy is going to take a while until we set everything up, because we need to buy 10 towers in total. We need to upgrade all those 10 towers, and obviously they're going to be like this, the towers are going to be defending are not exactly, you know, the towers that you're looking for. So at the end is basically going to have to help us survive these early rounds until we get the setup going. But then even if we get it going, if these are kind of unorthodox towers that are defending, so you know, don't expect them to do particularly well in the mid game, and that's why, you know, I kind of said that this setup takes a while to get on its feet, but I feel like Etienne is gonna fill that gap, especially in the mid game. I feel like, are these guys gonna survive? I hope they do, because I don't want to use the drone ability, and they are gonna be fine. Yeah, so let's use the drone ability now. We have 4.8k by the way, but are we gonna defend this small app? Yeah, we are. We're gonna. Oh, actually, we're not. Okay, never mind. So let me get one more Populous Druid. I mean, maybe I could be getting the Thorn Swarm with these guys, because these guys, even though they're the 4th tiers, they're not going to be the main characters in this whole thing. The actual main characters are going to be these guys in the middle, which are going to... You know what? I think I'm just going to keep them as 0-1-0, because all these other buffs, I don't think that they carry over. Like, for example, the Druid of Rat Bottom Pad, which makes them gain more attack speed the more they attack, so I don't think that carries over. So even though these guys are going to be like 0-1-0, they're going to be the main ones. So I guess the next thing we can do is we can just probably get a village, and let's see if this village is going to be getting all of these guys, because the Jungle Drum's attack speed does actually carry over. So if I do this, oh no, I feel like, wait a minute, it's round 43. Are we defending this? Yeah, with the drones. So this, and this thing is... Yeah, so these guys at the bottom are not under the village. So maybe I can buy one more village, actually? So if I give this thing one more village, let's actually have the village like this behind, so it doesn't take up this space, because this space seems like it's going to be valuable. So does this increased range make these guys go... Okay, so this one is, and this one is not. No, it's 4 out of 5, but that's just the attack speed. You know what? Let me just start buying these Druids up. So this is going to be Druid number 3, number 4, and then number 5. And so if I buy all of these guys up to Power Plus, I mean, this is such a ridiculous setup, because these guys are going to have to kind of hug the 5 in the middle. It really looks ridiculous. I know. Okay, it's round 49. I'm going to use Etienne's ability, the drones, for these ceramics, just because there's a lot of them. And I think this is going to be the round after these rainbows in which we're gonna get... Yeah, there we go. So finally we complete... Let me just get all these guys to Thorn Swarm, and finally round 50 is when we completed the Druid portion of this strategy. So now we have to buy the more expensive one, which is going to be the Transforming Tonic. Okay, so getting the Transforming Tonic, I'm going to switch the targeting to first now, and let me just check. I bought all 5 of these guys, but I never checked if all the Druids are buffed. So this one has 5 stacks, this one is at 5, this one's at 5, this one's obviously at 5, and then this one, yes. Okay, so everyone is in range. The strategy is... It's starting to come together, guys. Everything is starting to come together. So we just need to save up money for this thing. We're gonna have the transforming tonic ability if we need to intervene. And let me just see, this is the 4th wave of, oh my god, they're leaking, please. Okay, so let's actually use the transforming tonic and let's clean out. There we go. That was the last ceramic wave. So in round 55, the last ceramic wave is a little bit bigger than the previous 3, so you kind of have to be careful with that one. Okay, so camelettes, I'm just gonna use the UCAV to kind of clean these guys out, and then this is going to carry over to round 60, it looks like, and melts the BFB, completely melts it. So the next round that I'm actually kind of scared for is going to be 63, because none of our towers are good at defending these huge camo rush waves. So if we can get the UCAV off cooldown and maybe we can snipe like 2 waves with the UCAV, and then what do? Maybe like we use the transforming tonic. Is that gonna be good enough? Because I really don't want to spend any money on these towers that are gonna help defend rounds like 63, because it's a super expensive one. It's 48,000, and then even if we get it, like, it's going to be very annoying to just time the ability. So I'm gonna use the transforming tonic for the first wave, and hopefully it defends. We're gonna have the drone swarm ability again. Oh, it did defend actually. What? Wait, am I underestimating this tower and how good it is? So that's the second way. Let me use the drones, and are we fine? No, I'm going to use the UCAV. I'm just going to use it in case. Oh, we leaked. I'm going to use the UCAV as soon as... Yeah, that's a lot better than last time. And so that should be enough to defend everything. Yeah, there we go. Yes, amazing. We don't have any abilities for this one, though. This is going to be fine. I mean, I see the transforming tonic come off cooldown, so... oh my god, I'm spamming the button. Yeah, you can see how the setup is starting to struggle a little bit. Yeah, it's round 71, and this setup is already getting overwhelmed, and you can kind of see what its weakness is, and it's the fact that you're going to need to buy basically something to hold on. This is not like a natural setup that when you buy it, because that's how you want to have your strategies. You want to have some towers that are going to survive the mid game and then usually upgrade them into something, or something else is going to be like the stepping stone for another tower. And just this whole strategy is, yeah, absolutely, it doesn't have it something like that. So we have to rely on abilities, and I'm a little bit glad that I got Etienne as the hero. So we have to use an ability, and I was thinking of just using the drones, and hopefully the drones are going to be enough, because 75 and 76, let's just see, yeah, they clean it up. So 75, 76, I want to save the transforming tonic, and I want to save the UCAV, and also the drones are on a short cooldown, so I don't mind using them. So here's what I was thinking. I think I do the transforming tonic on this one, and then I save the UCAV for the next one. Is that going to be fine? We also have the drones, so hopefully the ability survives for this one. Oh my god, they expired. So I'm going to use the drones now. I want to save the UCAV. Is this going to be enough? Oh my god, it's not looking like it's going to be enough. We need an ability. I'm going to use the UCAV and hopefully it carries over. Oh, yeah, we can use the UCAV now actually, because it's going to carry over because the round is about to end. So there we go, and let's see if this is going to be enough. I really hope it doesn't expire, because we absolutely don't have enough damage for this round. And I say that, and is that like a mini regrow farm happening, or what's happening with this one? Oh my god. I mean, without spending too much money, is just like buying one grow blocker village over here gonna save the day. So let's just not allow them to regrow here. I mean, they're gonna regrow on the right side, but is that gonna be enough? Like that small little grow blocker. Oh my god, I'm a genius. What? So this was all it took. It was $270. Wow, that was a good purchase actually. And here we go, transforming tonic. And when you buy it, you get the cooldown immediately. So now let's see, now the strategy is on, round 79. This is a setup that takes 79 rounds, and this is, keep in mind, oh my god, I have to use the ability. Let's just see it in action for the first time, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so finally, free play starting. Let's see how this strategy works. So let's use the ability. I feel like we're going to be using this ability a lot. So let's start buying these slow/stun towers. So obviously relentless glue, which is going to be kept on first. I might even buy like the primary chain for this thing. Honestly, it doesn't matter that much. And just take a look how weak everything is when the ability is not up. I mean, you can see just full ceramics walking out, and then when you use it, yeah, everything's getting deleted. Let me just use the ability and delete everything, and boop, there it goes. There goes 85. And let me start getting it for the 052 glue. So it's 16,000, 16.2k. We're gonna have this increase soon. And let's see, I'm gonna wait this thing out. So this has 4 0MGs. So let's use it now and see how fast they pop them. This is, by the way, a normal speed. So if we were fast forwarding, that would have been like boom, that would have been snapping like an instant. That's amazing. That's so much damage. This setup is so good. This combo is just so insane. It does so much damage, but again, it just needs an Energizer sub, or it needs like a cooldown refresh. Like maybe we could have gone Geraldo actually, now that I think about this. And there we go, that was 2 ZOMGs, and if you didn't see them, that's because these guys have 3.5 times more attack speed and 75% more pierce, which is just insane. So $18,000, we can buy the Glue Storm now, which is going to be very, very useful for, I guess, the downtime on the ability if there are deities on screen, but more importantly, just some damage amplifiers, honestly. That's the only thing that I care about. So let me use the drones. Not that many balloons left, so I kind of want to save the ability for, I guess, for 90. Do we try and pop DDTs without the ability? I'm actually going to do that. So let's wait out for these DDTs. I'm going to use the glue ability, and let's see if we can pop them without. Let's use it now. Let's see if we can pop them without the ability. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's only 3D. Come on, let's be real. It's only 3 DDTs. We're going to pop them anyways, but you know what? It's good to know that we can actually do some damage without using the ability, without relying on it too much. Okay, so let's do a lot more stuff. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to get a 250 ice. Hopefully we can get to the 250. It's really expensive, and hold on, there's a lot of balloons. Let me just take care of everything in like a second. Let me just use the ability. Hopefully we can get the 250, the absolute zero, but if not, just the 240 is going to be enough, especially for rounds with DDTs. So let me use the Glue Storm now. And let me use, what are we using? We're using the Total Transformation. Let's do it. Let's evaporate all those UMGs. Boop, they're gone. Oh my god, it's so ridiculous. Like, I've seen it happen in this run like 10 times, and it's still just so interesting to see. Let's use the ability for the DDTs. Let's wipe them out. And a bunch of balloons incoming, but you know what? I think that I'm just going to use the UCV for this round. It's mostly turning like into an ability run. Let's be patient for a second. Let's wait for all of these UMGs to kind of come next. Actually, I know, I don't want to fumble this, because if the ability is not ready for 95, then we might have an issue. So maybe I'm going to use it. I mean, I don't think that we have a choice. So I use the ability, and let's just watch round 94. Boop, that is gone. Yeah, there we go. That's round 94. That's all, folks. That's round 94, but it's actually gonna be up for 95. Wait a minute, this thing has a way shorter cooldown than the transforming tonic. That's just what I'm realizing right now. And let's watch these DDTs. So when they start getting to about here, I'm gonna use the Glue Storm ability now, and let's use the Total Transformation and look at everything melt. Yep, this is, yeah, that's way too much damage. That's absolutely way too much damage. Let's do it again. Let's do the Glue Storm, let's do the Total Transformation, and let's watch these UMGs in the middle evaporate. Let me just speed everything up for a second. Yep, you can't even see them. they get popped so fast, it's actually insane. But we did get the absolute zero. Okay, so that's very nice. And let me not waste the Total Transformation on this round. So I'm going to use the UCV ability, and I'm going to start getting ready for a Spike Storm, just a single one in case we need the damage. I don't think that we're gonna need the damage, but in case we need it, let's just start getting ready for it. And here comes round 98. Now this is going to evaporate in a second, and I'm just gonna be very patient with this round. I'm gonna let the entire round come out, and then when everything is out, I'm gonna click the button, and it's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be amazing. So everything is out. Glue Storm first. Boom, Total Transformation, and let's watch everything evaporate. I'm playing on normal speed, by the way. And the UMGs seem to be gone, and everything is, yeah, I'm just gonna speed things up a little bit. And yeah, that was round 90. That was round 98, by the way. Did you guys see that? Oh my god, these guys do so much damage. So round 99. Oh, we don't have the ability ready. Okay, so, but this is why we got the absolute zero, because as soon as everything is out, we can just freeze them for a second. And I'll do the Glue Storm, and I'll do the thing, get the ability up and running, and boom, there we go. Let me just buy the Spike Storm. Let's not forget that thing. I'm having way too much fun with this thing. And the ability is still up just for a while. So let's, are we using this thing? Are we using the spike? I mean, it's gonna pop on this thing, so might as well use the Spike Storm just to pop the bat. And then let's use the ability for one last time, and let's watch these UMGs evaporate. They're not even gonna make it to the other side, are they? Nope, maybe a little bit, maybe a few of them. Oh my god, that's such a good strategy. I'm having so much fun using this strategy. Look at this thing, and look at all the pops on these guys. I mean, when these buffs carry over, you know that, and it's basically, how much is it? 350 on this thing, and then every other one is like, well, this guy in the front obviously has the most, 260, 230, 200,000. So maybe all of these guys are averaging like about 200,000, and that's 5 of them, plus the alchemist. It's like 1.3 million pops, but keep in mind this strategy peaks in the late game, so all of these other pops are probably going to be down to these small druids, and then a little bit of pops on EDN. But that's the strategy. That is the Total Transformation with the Populous Druids. They're not exactly Populous Druids, it's the normal ones which are getting buffed by Populous. And that's just an amazing strategy. It takes a while to build this whole thing up, and it's probably not doable on these harder maps, especially because you need a lot of space to make this whole thing happen. But when you do, it's actually a really insane and really fun strategy. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, And you know what? Maybe you guys can give it a shot and you can tell me what you think about it. But that's going to be it for this one. Thanks so much for watching it, and I will see you all in the next one.